Let's get started. Welcome to Sunday Strong. Keep putting your wins in there. I'm loving this, and I want to celebrate all of you because you're here. And this is the one of the biggest parts of this journey is showing up here on these calls. And I unscripted. I think back to when I first started, and I would lay out on the couch on our lanai outside. We live in Florida, and I could hardly fit on the couch. Truly, I could hardly fit on it. And I would lay there and I would listen to these calls and I would listen to these women, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like people are in the same boat as me. And that's all I needed to hear. Like I just needed to hear I wasn't alone. So you are not alone. My name is Stephanie Koski. I have been a client since April of 2022, and I've been a coach since September of 2022. When I became a coach, I had already lost 90 pounds. And as of today, I've lost 222 pounds. Life-changing, absolutely life-changing. I'm going to be really real with you today and share some things I haven't shared before because I feel safe here, and I hope you all feel safe too. These calls were my lifeline since day one, like I said, and they still are. At my heaviest, it was absolutely crippling. There was a laundry list of things that I could not do, starting with my kids. We had every pass to the zoos, to the museums. I carted them all around to all their travel sports. And don't get me wrong, I did everything for them. I still do, except for give them the best version of me. I couldn't even hold them on my lap. I drug their equipment around and I tied their hockey skates, all out of breath and miserable. I lived for them, but I was slowly dying inside. I wish I could go back and change that. But all I can do is be there for them now and live for them today. I spent hours of my life researching things that I thought would be affected by my weight. When we would travel, I would pick the perfect rental car that I knew I would be able to comfortably drive, and how do I say this? That I would be able to fit into. I would get to the airport early and I would convince the airline I needed to board first because of my anxiety, which is true. I do have that. When in reality, I wanted to be sure that I had the right seat with the right amount of room and was able to ask for an extender without anybody else hearing me. Amusement park rides, restaurant booths, zip lines, snorkeling, boating. Yeah, I couldn't do any of that. Before I started this program, I was a living failure. Mondays, they still sting for me. I associated new beginnings with Mondays, but I also associated the fact that I had to start over again. I had failed another week. The scale was higher than that previous Monday. I literally started a new diet every single Monday since high school, like 25 years. No joke. And that is so mentally draining to even think about. I was consistently inconsistent, and I had normalized failing week after week, giving myself an out, giving myself all the excuses to quit, because giving myself the okay to be overweight felt safe. That drama triangle, that was my happy place. Have you all read that part of the life book? I was the victim. How could I not be? I lost my 37-year-old brother to sepsis. I was sad. I couldn't lose the weight. I had always been big. It was in my genes. I was a horrible mom that couldn't interact with her kids on a physical level. I lost my brother. Oh, and did I mention I lost my brother? That was the victim. That was me. I was the hero. I wanted to save him. I wanted to save everyone. I fought for him so hard, praying and giving every ounce of myself to his healing and ignoring my health at the cost of helping him. I was the villain. I was judging and I was gossiping my way through life. Watching other people online post about fitness, it really irritated me. I couldn't do what they did. They were different. I turned to food and alcohol as a way to cope and to mask all of that sadness and destruction in my life. I told myself, you're grieving. It's your birthday. It's summer. You don't have time to cook. Your job is stressful. It's the holidays. Your kids are flipping bonkers. You deserve the sushi. You worked hard this week. The program held up a mirror and showed me every single flaw, every angle, front and back. I saw it, and it gave me a reflection of what I didn't want to see and what others could see. That girl in the mirror needed every single ounce of this program. to lose weight and get her out of that dang drama triangle for good. I remember a friend posted this quote years ago: "What you eat in private, you wear in public." And that stung. I thought for sure she was talking to me. I wasn't hiding anything. My shoes didn't fit, nothing fit. And thinking about that life I was living before Optavia is a life I know now I will never, ever go back to. When we overcomplicate this program, we are setting ourselves up to fail. When we complain about the fuelings or the taste, we are setting ourselves up to fail. When we ignore our coach, when we go off plan every single weekend, we are setting ourselves up to fail. Failing is so easy. Believe me, I was the queen. Putting in the real work is hard, but what do you want more? The life that you've always dreamed of, playing on the floor with your grandkids, tying your shoes, not worrying about the seatbelt extender, wearing all the clothes in your closet? Or do you want Friday night pizza and wine? And the cool thing is you get to make that choice. You are the lucky ones because you get to choose what you want more. Don't give yourself an out anymore. You deserve to be healthy. Playing above the line and out of that drama triangle, that is where all the magic happens. And it's so, so clear up there. This program is beyond simple, beyond simple. You can do this. You can get the weight off for good. You have all the tools. The new Ascend line is freaking amazing. The EAAs, the whey, the simplicity of our fuelings, the calorie burn infuser, like failure is no longer an option. It's off the table. My challenge to you is start small habits this week. Each one will add up. These are a few of my habits I didn't even really know I was doing that now are just a part of my everyday life. I drink 32 ounces of water as soon as I wake up in the morning before I touch anything else. No coffee, no nothing, 32 ounces. Then I drink my mango EAAs in a shaker. I get a Yeti full of Ultima and I have a cup of black coffee. All the fluids. Then it's fueling number one. Yes, I still fuel my body 6 times a day. It's a habit, and it's probably the most important one. Set yourself up for success first thing in the morning. My new habits did not exist before Optavia. And it's amazing thinking about this weight loss program and how much it has changed every aspect of my life. I ride roller coasters now. I went ziplining. Seatbelts are big. I can cross my legs. I can do all of the things that I thought were just dreams that were impossible. I needed to heal my body, my mind, and my spirit. The life I was living before was hard, and today I choose my hard. And I choose me, and I choose my family, and I choose to be active, and I choose to not go back to where I came from. People only heal when they are ready. But you all rose your hand, and you said, I am ready. And you told your coach, I am here. Now comes the follow through, and you can do that. I have all the faith. I'm so happy you're all here tonight, and it's okay to struggle, but it's not okay to give up on yourself. Keep going because you are going somewhere super incredible. That's all I have. And if my story connects with you, I hope it connects a little. And I hope, me sharing only helps me on my journey, and I hope it helps you too. So, Shauna, do you want to add anything, or are we good? Or do you want to just open up? Should we just open up for questions now?
I don't really have anything to add. First of all, that was absolutely incredible. But I do want to say, when I met you, I saw something in you, and so my gut tells me, and I've known you now for what, 2 years, and I feel this way about all of you on this call, is that we're the ones that are stuck in our own brains and our minds, and truly, it is we are in our own way, and we need to heal, exactly what you said. And this quote stood out to me, and right when I met you, you and I connected like immediately, and I saw you, who you were, and it's beautiful. And now, just watching you go on this journey over the last few years is incredible. All of you go on this journey, and the work is worth it. And I heard this quote that I love that says, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. And if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. And that is not my quote, but it resonates so much that it's like, okay, just like you said, Stephanie, it made me think of this because it's easy to just give up. It's easy to just, get angry or act emotional. It's easy to do all of those things. It's easy to just YOLO it, only live once, and spend the money or eat the food and da 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 da. But what you'll find is that sets you up for it to be harder later, because you will always be stressing about money. You will always be stressing about disease, and you will not feel that, fulfillment, and the word discipline. And I'll get back to that in a second. And the other way is, if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. And I don't know that it's easy, but it's easier, because if you take care of yourself, and you try to do the right thing, and you eat the right thing, and you love yourself like you love others, and you take care of your finances, and you do these things, then you'll have more choices later, you know and so I absolutely love that. And the word discipline, I love discipline. I've lost 115 pounds, and Stephanie and I have been like on this journey together, and I work out every day now. I'm back to like what I used to do in my 20s, and I'm mid 40s now. But at any rate, and it's about discipline. But here's the thing: you can't force discipline. You can start the action that gets you into the momentum that changes those habits, like you're talking about, Stephanie. But I heard something the other day in a book. I'm reading this book, The Hero. I'll come up with it in a second. And so this he was talking about discipline. And here's the thing: if you create the life you actually want to live, the discipline comes because you're excited about life again. That's the thing. All of us, we go through life, and we learn these habits in our childhood, for good or bad, maybe. And then we get through, and you're supposed to get married, you're supposed to have kids. Wait, not in that order. Go to college, then get married, have kids, all these things. And it's like, so once we get into like our 40s, we're like, well, what are we supposed to do now? Right? Well, I guess everything's bad. Let's just get a divorce, or let's blow it up, because I can't, it's there's no narrative, there's no story. And so it's called Hero on a Mission, the book. And so there's no narrative, there's no story. You have to write your own story. And so many of us, including myself, will sit here and numb with whatever that I don't do anymore. But I was numbing because I'm like, well, what's next? What am I supposed to do? Because the story just ends. And what do and so you have to create your own. And if you create the life that you actually want to live, the discipline comes because you're happy. And so you have to dig yourself out of the hole that you may have put yourself in. But once you dig yourself out, Stephanie's a testament to that. So many of the coaches and clients on this call are a testament to that. Once you dig yourself out to get to, okay, now I'm at par, I'm healthy again, I'm thinking clearly, now what's next? And you get to write your story. And the discipline comes from that, because you're excited about your life, and you don't want to go back there, and you're just taking care of it, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I just thought of that when you were talking, Stephanie. I just thought that was incredible what you said. And it made me think of those two things. So
No, that's great. I need that book. I need to read that book.
it's called Hero on a Mission. I'm actually reading it for work, and it's really, really good. It helps you write what your mission is in life. And you start by writing your own eulogy, by the way. I did that today. You want to? That's a little weird.
It's a
And
reality
what do you
check,
want
and
to
it's
be
like,
known for? What do you want to accomplish? Like, how do you make like goals if you don't know the end? And it's really interesting. Anyway, it's a good book, so I highly recommend it.
okay. Well, let's open it up. If anyone has questions, you want to talk through anything or share anything,